Hey guys, and welcome to my Penelope Featherington queen dress from Bridgerton cosplay. So, of course, we're going to get into all of the stuff, but first we're going to talk about how I made it in the next part. Guys, so I'm going to walk you through how I made the outfit. So, of course, we have background. I love Penelope. I love the dresses within the show, especially the bridge between Regency versus court gowns. I wanted to kind of take my own take of what Penelope had that type of gown because she's a queen in her own right. So I designed it up throughout time and then went with it. Of course, we got reference images, so have fun looking at those. Materials, there were a lot of them. I kind of break them down when we go over each piece, but here's the general overview. So the overdress, I started with the green fabric, pleated it, making sure I accounted for the pillows underneath, make sure I had that type of arching, and then I also made and painted foam bees and butterflies for the bottom that unfortunately do not appear in any of the pictures, I don't believe. Then add the trim, there's the snap in the very front, or the center, the waist, that's what I'm thinking of, the waist connects. The underdress is not a full dress because brocade is expensive as hell, but it's enough to look like it. But it connects the snaps and the back halter just to get the needed support. The corset I originally made for my Emily Dickinson opera gown, which I don't think the internet knows about that outfit. I love that outfit though. But I mean, it's a handmade corset that was made perfectly to me when I made the Emily opera gown, which was a while ago, so not quite as perfectly now, but I started with a pattern and modified it to get the era that Emily's in, and then just to fit my body. So it's not quite Regency era, but doesn't need to be, not early. Then we have what I deemed the skirt support. We have a tutu just to add a little bit more fluff to the outside since I did not use a cage. Then I have what I call the butt pillows. It's 3 small, well, 2 larger ones on the sides and then 1 small one on the back to get that court appeal. Because again, I did not have cages, so that's how I went about it. And then I just have ribbon in the front so it ties onto my waist. Then jewelry. Again, I used a lot. I guess I should just talk about the symbolism for a bit. I wanted lots of green because color theory with Bridgerton blue, Featherington yellow, mix them together, you get green, and that appears a lot within season 3 as well. The Bridgerton symbols are bees, the Featherington symbols are butterflies, so I wanted to incorporate a lot of those, and then the hints of gold and blue throughout other places. And then things like I made the earrings, which are supposed to kind of look like ornate mirrors because, if you know, you know. The crown also has the green center, but then it has the yellow beads and the blue butterflies on them. With that, the earrings, I just got a pair of earrings and then that were on pairs that I thought looked like a nice backing and then glued on the gems. The crown, I used wire, then glued on all of the base beads to form the little double stack effect, and then glued on the bees, butterflies, and the center gem. Then the gloves are actually like full-length opera gloves because that's what I had that I got for a less cosplay that I haven't finished, so have fun with that. The cloak! I mean, the cloak was pretty simple in its own right. And I used a feather brooch to connect the cloak together. It's the inside. We have about 100 handwritten whistle-down papers. I don't have an exact number because I made so many that I'm pretty sure I don't know where all of them are. Like, they're not all on the cape because, I mean, this project took me about 2 years to make overall, off and on. But they're handwritten from the books. I go to the whistle-down pages for each whistle-down note, which is basically one per chapter for the first 4 books, because that's when whistle-down appears. And I formatted them like the pages in the show, and then just wrote them straight through. And then if I had leftover space, I would just repeat it. And yeah, so if you look at all those papers, they are actual words from Whistledown herself. And then I used tea to age them. I didn't go super hard with it, because again, it's all like relatively recently for Penelope. And I used tea to age like the book 1 versus book 4, kind of that order. Yeah, so that's the cloak. The wig was in really rough shape. You have to pull her together, and then the makeup, I did a little bit more reminiscent of her reveal makeup in season 3. So originally that wasn't my intention, because originally I was going to make this outfit long before season 3 came out. But once it did, I wanted to pay a little bit of tribute to that moment, especially since my other 2 Penelope looks do not. So we got a red lip, which I will shout out that is our beauty intention. And I will see you guys in the next part.
Hey guys, so this is the makeup portion for my queen Penelope. So this is a little bit different than my other version, a little bit less historically accurate, following a little bit more with her reveal makeup in season 3. It's kind of the vibe I was going for. But to start, go in with your foundation. This is CoverGirl in Classic Ivory. Okay, and then once you have a nice base, go in with your concealer. I am going in again with Classic Ivory CoverGirl, and just get all of your spots under your eyes and places like that. Okay, then go in with powder. This is CoverGirl and again Classic Ivory. And then set your base. Then we're going to go in with brows. So I'm using my Violet Voss Essentials palette in the shade Terracotta, which is this orange. Taking my normal brow brush and then just going over my natural brows. I think I'm going to add a dip of the cinnamon to thin it, just to also finish filling out my brows. Once you have brows, we're going to move on to eyes, which is using the same palette. So I'm going to go in with cream and then a little bit of that dusty rose into the crease. Okay, and then after, go in with your choice of mascara. I have the Maybelline Great Lash. I recommend not causing a mess like I did. I'm gonna wipe them off though, just so it doesn't transfer. And then go in with your eyeliner of choice. I have the Riot Beauty Black Liquid eyeliner. And this is the funny thing about eyeliner, because I struggle with the left side and now I'm so easily able to do the right. Okay, next go in with your bronzer slash contour. If you can find it, unlike me. Okay. Yep, so we're going in with our bronzer. We're going up under the chin. We're gonna get cheekbones. We're gonna get down the nose bridge. And just outside of the face. I'm going to go in very lightly with a little bit of blush. This is the Riot Beauty Strawberry Nebula. Very lightly. Add a little bit of color. And then I'm going in with the Riot Beauty highlighter and the suteki. Just down to the nose and cheekbones. And a little bit of this bone chin. Last but not least, we're going to go in with that red lip she has, which I'm using the Riot Beauty and Attention. I'm just putting it up a little bit, and here we go. You're ready to go sleep. See you in the next part. So now you know how I made it, how I did the makeup, so now we talk about the rest of the stuff. I haven't worn this to any cons, so I don't have too many stories of that regard to talk to you about. Ignore how long my things are. I'm getting them, well, getting my hair done this week, so give that. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So the photo shoot, I was able to do what I originally had thought to do. Then we found those steps. I was really creating the overarching trees. So that actually worked out pretty nice. I did a mix of the cloak, without the cloak, and all those sorts of things to get all the angles we wanted of that outfit. It was hot though, let me say that. And then there is no editing besides cropping any of the pictures, and yeah, again, not really too much stories. But I haven't already shared about the process of making it. But I hope you guys like the outfit. I put a lot of love into it, so hopefully it paid off. Yeah, I will see you guys for Gwen next, I believe. So until then.